Alfredo TV. This week we'll have another amazing interview on Journey of Faith.
Man,
Our brother is all the way from Uganda. They are presently residing in UAE. It's no other than Brother Alan Makumbe. Brother Alan, welcome to Alfredo TV.
nice to meet you. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to share my views. It's my pleasure that all of you learn who are watching us right now.
Yes, so tell us a little about yourself, Brother Alan.
My name is Alan Makumbi and I'm a Ugandan and I'm 27 years old and I'm a Seventh-day Adventist working and living in Abu Dhabi, UAE right now.
Yes, so what has been your journey like? Tell us about your childhood, what started, how did it start, your parents, like that.
Actually, I was born in not a wealthy family. I may say middle class, but not much so middle class because we had to work hard to get something on the table.
Yes. So you were involved in working as well.
Yes, from
Yes.
my childhood.
So what type of work do you normally do?
Actually, we used to have as you see, Uganda, we are basically agriculturists,
Yes.
farming and sometimes taking care of cows and sheep and goats.
Wow, from a tender age, like what age you're talking?
Literally, let's say like from 7 to 8, like that age.
So you were able to manage them.
Yeah.
So how did it interrupt school? Did it interrupt your schooling? What was it like?
Basically, I'll tell you something. I mean, at that age of 8 years, I'm the firstborn,
Yes.
and I had to take care of my siblings. I had to take full responsibility of the cattle, the goats at home. So it was really affecting my schooling because
Yes.
when I'm at school, I had to think about my responsibilities at work.
Yes.
So it was kind of
You have a dual thought. So
Exactly.
you're going up and down. So
Exactly.
no wonder I observe you as a young man being here and I see how responsible you are. You're always willing to help.
yes.
And so at what age you became a Seventh-day Adventist?
It's only 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
I became my Seventh-day Adventist when I came to UAE.
Okay,
Yes.
really? So UAE, there are some positive in it. Yeah?
Exactly.
Yes.
exactly.
So why did you decide to journey to Abu Dhabi? To what? Why was it? Why did you come to Abu Dhabi?
Okay. So basically, coming to Abu Dhabi wasn't my choice. It was my first choice. Because
Yes.
when I finished A level, if you know Ugandans, A level is like if you finish senior 6.
You are British under the British standard,
Yeah.
so we are familiar with it. We did GCE and then A levels, right? Is it like that?
For us, you have O level and A
O
level.
levels is similar to GCE. Yes.
So when I finished my A level, so I had to join university. But the
Yeah.
thing is, my dad never had enough funds for me
Okay.
to join the university. So the only option I had was to get in touch with my auntie who was
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
to help me out to come here, start working, and I had hopes of saving and
Yeah.
then join back to the university.
Yes. So you're still having that in the forefront of your mind that you want to go to university.
Yeah, I have in my mind that at one point, at one day, I will join the university.
Yes. So what career would you like to pursue in the future?
Okay. Based on my own experience right now that I'm in hospitality,
Yes.
I'd like to join the hospitality.
You
industry.
like that, so you like to be a manager or something.
Yeah, manager, director, or big opportunity, but in the hospitality industry.
Okay, because how do you feel? You're aware that some compromising of the Sabbath will involve. How do you see yourself? How do you plan to address that?
Actually, I feel like if I get this, like for example, if I study hospitality
Yes.
and I can get like a manager position, I could be able to get days off for myself.
Okay, yeah. So, do you have any idea which university you're planning to attend?
Actually, right now I'm still serving, as I told you.
Yes.
So hopefully I may go back home to join a university at home,
Yes.
or because I try to see if I can join online universities, but
Yes.
for now they're really that's actually more much expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm planning to go back home and have the studies for.
Yes. So
Yeah.
so at what how many years would you give yourself going?
So far, I may say, let's say, 4 years more.
Okay, tell me a little back about your schooling. What was that like? Because for you to have so much responsibilities and then you were successful in your A levels, what was that all about? How did you manage to be successful in acquiring your A levels? Sorry.
So basically, what I may say first is I first of all was so much prayerful to God
Yes.
because
Even though
I
you
was,
were not a Christian.
yeah, even though I was a Catholic, not
Yeah.
the Seventh-day Adventist.
Oh, you was
Yeah,
a Catholic.
I was a
Yes.
Catholic, but so I was so much prayerful. That's the first thing I did, and the second thing, I was so much focused that I'm the firstborn. I was to be an example for my siblings, you know.
Yes.
So it gave me a responsibility that I have to be an example to the others. So they
Yes.
are looking up to me.
Yes.
So then I have to push myself.
That is a really high responsibility. You know, it's very hard. You know, but I'm so proud of you. Where I've seen you growing. You know, you came here just as a young
Yeah,
man,
I
and you
came-
have grown, you have matured, and so I was anticipating because I wasn't really familiar with your journey. You
Sure,
know,
sure.
but I know there are certain qualities in you which I'd admire. I still admire them, and I was speaking to you, and you said that you I was saying time to get married, but I realized that you have bigger plans. And
Yes.
we were talking yesterday about I met someone and they were talking about the culture of Uganda. So we want to go in a little of the culture of Uganda because my culture is a little different and we'll have to respect each other's culture. And I feel happy to hear about your culture. So I want you to tell us a particular culture that I really wanted to explain about is the a marriage process, going into the marriage.
Yeah.
You know, where you have to pay dowry and how does it work? What are the advantage and the disadvantage? So I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak of that because I've seen that it has caused a lot of sadness in a lot of persons, joy on that wedding day, but most persons I see end up being poorer,
Exactly.
more distressed, unhappy. Because when we look at how we'll have to purchase how many cows and negotiation, how many dresses change. I remember, Alan,
Yeah.
I married 22 guests, including bride and groom.
Only.
Yes,
Only.
and we didn't have to purchase any cow, and
Oh my
no
God.
parents was involved. We
Wow.
were responsible for all the arrangement of the venue, the
Yes.
cake, the marriage plans, everything. Well, if the parents would give gifts, but it's not a necessity.
Necessary to give
Yeah. So I wanted to explain and look at the camera and tell them what it is like, how the negotiations start, how does it affect you going to marriage, what do you see happening to the young people now. So go ahead, it's your turn.
So, see, absolutely, I'll speak about the traditional marriage, basically in Uganda. Oh, some people they may ask for flight tickets.
Wow,
Yeah.
flight tickets.
Yes.
Oh,
You know, okay, see, sometimes, most of the times, they see the girl as an item, like a property, like they're selling to the other side.
yes.
So, and for example, they may have some things like, I want to have this thing in the future. Or I was hoping to have like to go to UK or to go to London, and I'll get only if someone comes to marry my daughter.
Then you get that opportunity.
Yeah, so it's like an opportunity which comes to the father of the girl to get whatever he was hoping for the rest of his life. You know, so they tend to ask, for example, 10 cows, 10 acres of land, money. Even they ask for money, big
Yes.
sums of money, and really it affects us as men. You know, I'm 27 years. I wish to get married. You know, but most of the times when I think about what the father to the girl will ask me, I feel like, why do I even have to get married? You know,
So it's discouraging, you're saying.
it does.
And I don't think it's only discouraging you, but it's discouraging many young prospective couples.
Of course.
Yes, so
I know of many persons back home who are not married officially, but
yes,
what they do, they call upon their girlfriends, come in, we come together, we have this joint marriage, but not officially. That they don't go
yes.
to their
So
parents.
come we stay.
Come we stay, yeah. Let's
Yeah,
come we
yeah,
stay
yeah,
marriage.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
We call it common law or shack up or something in our
yes,
culture. Yes.
yes. So, and the only reason is they would love to go and visit their parents to see their families. But the only thing is they are afraid of how big the father is going to ask for, how big the mother is going to ask for, as dowry. So, my point of view is like, if the family could at least, ask for something small,
Yes.
ask for a Bible.
Yes. Yes. In my Bible, I was even contributing to say yes today. These young people are just starting to build their lives, and it will benefit the parents in future, especially when they get older. That 10 cows that they are given, they could have used it to erect build a building, and so as a result,
Yeah,
when they get older, the parents could automatically come and live with those children.
yeah, you're right. Okay, see,
Yes, go ahead.
at one point I was thinking, like, what if instead of asking for the dowry, you as a parent, you come up and say, okay, I'm gonna give you something. Instead of you getting from the groom,
Yes,
you give to the groom and your daughter for them to set up a good life.
yes,
Because imagine I have nothing and I
yes,
have to give you 100 cows, 10, 20 cows, and have nothing. So means I'm gonna stay poor for the rest of my life.
yes,
So instead of asking for me that, just give me something. If you see you need me to stay with your daughter and be happy,
yes,
you give something to support than asking much from me, and it really affects us in our relationship usually, and a lot of side effects which comes along.
yes.
Because if you give me your daughter and I have to pay for your daughter as much sum you're asking for, it's like I'm buying a property, and I'll treat your daughter as
A property.
a property to me.
So, what are some of the atrocities you have seen based on what has happened with this large sum of requests? What have you seen? The bad side, the negative sides. What have you seen?
Okay, I've seen lots of negative signs basically, and I have many points to say, many.
Yeah.
And first of all, the first point is domestic violence.
Wow.
There is a lot of domestic violence in families because basically the guy or the husband will feel like I have bought you as an item or as a commodity to my house. So you have no say.
Yes.
You cannot say anything to me. So
You
in the
do as
end,
you please.
yeah, you do as I wish. You cannot say anything. If I say you stay in the house, you won't work, you have to stay in the house. And if you find like a woman wants to come up and start a job or do something, so if the guy doesn't accept, the woman cannot do that. And in the end, come up with fighting and stuff, and a lot of violence will come back in the
So
family.
it's a matter of control.
Yeah.
And I've seen where many times the lady would want to run back to the house. Tell me what happened in that state. That whole scenario when the lady wants to leave. What happens?
Usually, this is what happens. Like, if I marry a girl and she comes to my house and I pay the dowry, for example, let's take an example, I pay like 100 cows. So, if we have an issue and we fight, and the lady wants to go back to the father's house, the father will say, I can't give back the cows I gave already. So why do you have to come back? Stay there. What will I give back? I have not. I already ate the money. I already sold the cattle. So I cannot take you back. Because it's like I've sold the commodity. I've sold you already to your husband.
So they rather dead than bringing her home in a casket than
Correct.
keeping their child
Their child,
from
yeah.
securing them from abuse.
Exactly.
Yes, continue.
That's why there's a lot of abuses in marriages because of this big sums of dowry being asked from the boy child. And one more other thing is about poverty. See, when you ask all this money,
Yes,
think about the person who is only 27 and the girl 25,
yes,
and they're getting together to get married. And you come and ask for, let's say, 5 acres of land. You ask for millions of money.
Wow.
You know, and then luckily, the so what I know is they go into banks to ask for money, and they go into their friends to ask for money. In the end, they will pay the dowry. They'll make a big wedding. But after the wedding, they'll go into debt.
Yes, I've seen. If we can watch the Ugandan's wedding,
Wow.
oh, it's very elaborate, and what I find they change in four different dresses,
Yeah.
hairstyles, and this festive season go on and on and on and on.
They will invite like 1,000 visitors, people to come and see the weddings. They'll
Yeah.
change like 5 times. They need nice cars, big cars, limousine, Benz,
Wow,
yeah,
to
they
really
rent
impress.
to impress the family. The guy is a good guy, but in real sense, they just borrow the money from somewhere.
Have you ever seen a big elaborate wedding and they go back in a mud house? Have you ever seen that?
I have experience before.
Really?
I have experience before, but be on camera. I don't want to hurt some people.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the
yeah,
thing
yeah.
is, someone spends over, let's say, 50 million Ugandan shillings in a wedding.
Yes,
This money is capable for you to build a house,
yes,
build a plot of land, and you spend it, let's say 20 to pay dowry, because you have to buy stuff.
yes.
You buy sofas, you buy
Everything
cows,
to
everything
set up
to set
for
up to the girl side,
Yes.
and then you dress well and all this kind of stuff, change 5 times, and the end, 50 million Uganda shillings is done in
Yes.
only one day, and then you suffer for the rest of your life.
So, what do you have to say to young people, prospective married couples who are going into this now? What would you suggest? Because now you have indicated to me that you are so afraid of preparing to be married,
Yeah.
and these are some of the atrocities. These things are happening that prevents you from or motivates you from going making a proposal. What do you have to say? What would you encourage young people to do? Do you think they should still follow the tradition? Because you have explained to me so many things that are affecting them. What do you suggest?
For me, I think tradition is not bad.
Yes.
Tradition is good because we are African.
Yeah.
We should love our tradition,
Yes.
but you have to think about yourself also. See how marriage and what marriage is all about.
Yes.
But in the end, you will come up and see that when something goes wrong, usually they put culture first.
Yes.
They put gender first. It's
Yes.
man on the table. Then they forget about the Bible, what the Bible teaches about. And if you see in Uganda, we have many that very twisted,
Yes.
many. But again, in the end, even the church, there are a lot of divorces, and always it's in the line of the tradition.
Yes. So it's more boils down to selfishness,
Yes.
and we don't despite I think it's just somewhat sometimes to please the whole society that are married, but we don't have the full understanding of what the meaning of marriage is. So I'm truly happy for you to highlight these issues, Brother Alan, and I hope you can learn something from this as well going forward, because I don't want this to really
Maybe.
dampen
Happened to me.
spirit. So try to follow God's principle instead of the tradition of men.
Yeah.
Because so now I want to deviate a little from that. So where do you see yourself 10 years from now? What are you planning to do with your life? And I want to know a little more about your Christian walk. What do you do at your lowest moment? And you can give me that scenario. How do you handle your lowest moment?
Usually, when I personally am into the lowest scenarios,
Yes,
I tend to go back to God,
yes,
to seek God first in all situations.
Yes.
Because ask us to seek Him first, and everything will be done to us.
yes,
So I always seek God first, and then I kneel down and
Yes.
I pray. And there's nothing impossible when you put God first.
yes. Yes. So thank you for that. So how do you see yourself 10 years from now? What
Uh,
you're planning? I'm gonna see a little Alan
yeah,
running around. Right.
that
Yeah.
would be so good.
Yeah.
And I hope by God's grace, in
Yeah.
10 years, I'll be a married man.
Yes.
And but I won't put much tradition first. I
Yes.
put the Bible first. What the Bible says,
Yes.
that's what I'm called. Based on my capabilities, that's how I will give to the family.
Yes. But yeah, ladies, you see a single bachelor here, well rounded, someone who is very ambitious, who loves the Lord, and Brother Alan, I'm so happy, for you to be so ambitious that I know that God is gonna bless you richly.
Amen.
And I want you to continue to have that faith and that spirit of humility, this prayerful spirit that you have. Do you have any parting word for us?
Okay. The last what I would say in conclusion, I'll say to the new wedding couples, please, if you know you're gonna have a wedding, just plan based on your budget. And usually, it's not really good to involve many persons to come and contribute to your wedding. Do something small based on what you can manage, and also to the family of the girl. If you cannot support, at least ask little. Don't ask too much that will be burden to the girls, to the boy and girl after they get married, because you end up dropping them into the pit. They cannot get out for the rest of their life. Yes, and don't forget God. Put God first in all and everything you do. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Brother Alan.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all for watching such an amazing story about our brother. And we'll be having many more Journey of Faith programs. Feel free to email us at we will put it in the description below. Our phone numbers and our email where you can contact us. And if you have a very amazing story, we'll be so happy to hear. Until next time, this is Alfreda TV Journey of Faith.